Hello Minecrafters! Today I will be showing you how to build some spooky things, as well as give you some tips and tricks for your own builds. The first thing we're going to make is a spooky nether portal. Come in here and place 5 obsidian blocks like that, and then go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to complete this portal. Just like that. Next, we're going to get stripped spruce logs and place them on each side. And we're going to go the whole way up to the top on the front and then connect it across like that. And then you can repeat the same process here on the back. Once that is done, we're going to get some spruce stairs and place them like this on each side. And then in the middle here, we're going to place one on that side, and like that along the top. And then we're going to put some spruce trapdoors like that to smooth out the arch. And then copy that to the other side as well. Then on the top, take spruce planks and cover the obsidian like that. And then put spruce stairs going across and have them come out on that side and then go across on that side. And connect it all up like this. Then we're going to cover the obsidian on each side with the spruce trapdoors. Next, it's time to texture it up a little bit, and I'm just going to replace some of these logs with some oak logs. And then I'm also going to replace some of them with the mangrove roots to make it look a little bit dead. Then last of all, take 3 dark oak fences and place them like that. Put a chain on each side and a soul lantern underneath. And then repeat the same thing on the back. Then you can decorate around the bottom of the portal with some dead bushes and maybe some dripstone. And last of all, light your nether portal and you are finished. Now we're going to make a spooky witch pot over a fire. Start by placing a spruce wood and then leaving a 3-block gap in between, placing some mud walls on top and then 2 dark fences on top like that. Then we're going to put a dark oak fence gate in between and a fence like that in the middle. Then we're going to put some dark oak trapdoors on the top. Come down here and place a campfire. Then place your respawn beacon on the top of it and place a chain like that. Then we're going to put 4 trapdoors around this respawn beacon and flip them up. And then to make it glow, you're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4 glowstone in it. If you press it again, it will explode. I think it's always cool to have wagons carrying some pumpkins for a little bit of that fall spooky vibe. I'm going to show you how to build a wagon here, starting with oak trapdoors, leaving a 2-block gap in between it. Then we're going to place a lightning rod like that and like that, break that one, and then place that. That makes a really nice axle. And then I'm going to put a spruce trapdoor on top of that side and then a pumpkin on top of that side. Then I'm going to come around to the back and place 2 more pumpkins like that and a pumpkin like that. And then underneath I am going to put spruce trapdoors like that. And then on the back we'll put 2 more spruce trapdoors. And you can put sea pickles on top of each one of the pumpkins. And we are going to place 2 more spruce trapdoors like that and some spruce stairs like that. And then we're going to put some dark oak fence gates like that for the horse to go in. And then we're going to finish it off by putting some of these dark oak signs for rails along the side. And that is an easy pumpkin wagon. Every spooky build needs a grave site. So today I'm going to show you how to build a gravestone. I like to use the mossy block variants just because it makes it feel a little bit overgrown. But here's how I like to build one of my gravestones. And you can do plenty of different styles. So that's kind of like a little cross up there. And then I like to use podzol for the grave itself. Makes it feel like the dirt is nice and fresh. Then you can add some things like some soul lanterns or some candles, as well as some skeleton skulls and other things like mushrooms and grass, just to make the vibe fit a little bit better. And that's how you build a spooky grave. Next, we're going to be building a spooky little pond. Step 1 is to make an outline. You can make this as big or as small as you would like, and just dig it down by 1 block. Then come in the middle and dig down a total of 3 blocks. So this block right here is 3 blocks lower than the edge of the pond. And next, we're just going to slowly dig out the second layer and make it match with a little bit of a stair along the sides. Once you have that done, we're going to dig down 1 more layer for the final bit of this pond dig. The hole that you dug out should look something like this. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it does have to be at least 3 blocks deep. Now we're going to transform it a little bit. Start by just placing some random light sources. I like to use shroom lights on the bottom of your pond. You don't have to fill up the whole bottom, just a good amount, probably about 50% or so should be covered in shroom lights. And you can just place this randomly. That actually looks the best if it is random like that. Then you can cover each one of those shroom lights with some red carpet. And then last of all, just fill in the gaps between the shroom lights with nether wart block. Now the last step here for transforming this is just replacing all of the dirt along the side, going the whole way up to the top layer here with the nether wart block. Now we're going to take red glass and cover this entire thing at the top level here. Just filling in this entire top level. Now we have that foggy water effect. Then last of all, we're just going to take some of these blocks and place them around the edge. I'm using crimson nylium as well as some coarse dirt to go around it. And then we can place crimson roots to sort of smooth out between the nylium and the grass. And then last of all, you can take some cobble slabs, maybe some mossy cobble slabs as well, just to decorate around this edge. And that's the spooky pond complete. Next, I'm going to show you some spooky street light designs. You can just pause the video and take a look at it, but I like using anvils and some dark wood. And then over here, I like using acacia. I also have some red sandstone. And then the jack-o'-lanterns make a really cool light. And then this floating one right here is like a pumpkin with a sea pickle, and then a weeping vine underneath for kind of like a cool floating light. And then here's a smaller light. All of these would look great along your pathways to your spooky build. Next, I'm going to give you a tip for making spooky windows. A lot of times if you use trapdoors like oak trapdoors for a window like this, you can take signs and place them on top to make it feel like the window is boarded up like it would be in an old spooky house. And then something I like to do for the floors is use the new hanging signs as joists where the floorboards have broken apart, and now you can see the joists that are open. So I like to just break some of the floorboards and then place some hanging signs where the floorboards were to make it feel a little bit more run down and haunted. Another thing that's fun to do is use unlit candles as spikes along your railings. You can see down here I have a couple different variants using different combinations of these blocks for some spiked railings with unlit candles on the top. Make sure when you're decorating around your spooky house not to forget dead bushes and mushrooms, as well as my favorite thing, the mangrove root, which really adds a dead bush effect. And one last little tip that I have is make sure to use lots of hanging roots and pointed dripstone as well as skeleton skulls to give off a spooky vibe. Another thing I like to do is using skulk and skulk veins to overgrow a house and make it feel corrupted. I hope you enjoyed all the spooky tips and builds. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.